Hi everyone, this is Ritesh from Dancing with Data. So, what I have for you today? Before we move further, this is my website dancingwithdata.com where I talk about data analytics. Primarily, I talk about Tableau and Power BI for now. You can also check my section Tableau versus Power BI, which will be pretty handy if you are going from one tool to the another one. So, another exciting video for you following PL-300 question series. So you will not only solve the question, but you will also learn about the summarize and max text function of Power BI. Let's move on to the question that we have. This question is from the community. So as you can see, I have this table that has information about the result of an event that can be won and lost. I would like a measure in DAX that calculate the number of consecutive times that one is achieved. So here you can see there are two one, right? And after that you have four one over there, right? So apart from that, we don't have any consecutive one over there if you see. So here you will say two, here you will say four. So basically, if you see the maximum number of four coming on the way consecutive is four. So we'll compare four with two, and the max would be four. So that's what we want. And before we move on, I forgot to start with that. Subscribe to my channel. I've been uploading videos on PL-300 and other Power BI concepts. And currently, I am Power BI super user in the Power BI community as well. So do subscribe if you are interested in such videos, and share and like it. That helps me. So there are two parts to the solution, right? If you talk about the first part, we want to create a group, right? So we need to create a group of column. Please select the correct DEX expression from the next page, right? So we will do it on the way, but this is the question. So first you have to create the group, and after that the second step is to create the consecutive win time. And here you can see, and for that also we have a couple of choices for you, right? And let's see if you will be able to get the correct one. Do watch the full video in order to get the correct answers and the ways to achieve your target. The two functions that you are going to learn will be max, right? So that will give you the max of the expression, that will be evaluated expression, right? And the second one would be summarize function. So as we move on, we'll come back to this very particular slide. Okay, so this is the problem statement table for you, and I would like you to create index on your own. So first of all, we need an index as well over here, and which can be created easily by Power Query Editor. So that's what I leave. I leave that to you. Before writing any decks, let's talk about the logic. This problem is a little tricky, I would say, because we want to create a group, right? And we can create a group. So if you see over there, the group that I want would be separated by lost over there, right? In order to count the one, or say consecutive one, so I need some sort of grouping, right? I need some sort of grouping so that I can count, and that can only happen if I make use of the lost in between, right? That's the tricky part over here. So if I keep the track of the lost over there, now I can create a group. Now this is one group, right? This is another group, another group. So wherever your lost is there, you have the group, right? This is group will have only one element, and this will have only one element. And now I'm in a position now if within my group, if I just filter for one, I will get one, two, three, and four. So the logic is there with us. The only thing is that now we have to implement this logic in the form of text expression. So first of all, we are going to make use of context function over there. So remember context, we are using context because we want to go row by row iteration, and we are uh, creating column, not measure, which is an important step, because the next step is to summarize, and for that you need a column. You summarize on columns, not measures, right? So that's why we need a column. And since we are working on column, we are making use of earlier function. So max function will not be used over here, it will be earlier. So basically this formula, this dex expression will go by iterative fashion, and it will go from top to bottom, and it will check that do you have the result lost, and for that very particular row it will get you the cumulative addition of the row wherever you have the lost. For example, here it is going to open its account, right? The first loss that it will get, so you get the index number over there, so you get one over there, right? So the second row you have only one over there, so that remains one only, right? If you see, so as you can see over there, it will remain one. As it gets the second lost, right? So it will become two. Now let us add this expression to our view. So you can see the expression is working fine. It is adding wherever you have lost. Now with this group, now you can see the group number two. Just need to count the number of one over there. One, two, three, four. Of course, we are going to get the count from the other groups as well. And then we need to make use of MAXX function to get the answer as 4. Now, this is the time to group, or say this is the time to summarize. So we are going to make use of summarize function over here. So we need to summarize by table and then group by columns. It's pretty much the group by that you have with your SQL as well, and give the name and expression at the end. So now you can see row by row. First of all, we are making use of summarize function, and you are making use of table. So here if you see, this is our table, filter all table over there. So basically we are focusing only on one, and we count only those index numbers. And after that you are grouping by what? So we are grouping by the group numbers that we have created, right? So now if we filter by one, so within this group two, you don't have lost now, and you have only one. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, for this particular group 2, the output will be 4 as I showed you earlier as well. So the first filter expression was the table, second group by column name, in our case it will be group, and the last two will be give the name and the expression. We are giving the name as count within the quotation that you can see over there, and what we are doing, the expression is count of the table index. So we are counting like 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So this is table of, we are counting the index numbers over there, right? So basically, if you see, we are at this position, right? And now we have to get this one, right? So that's why if you see the return, if you focus on the return over there, it will get we are using the MAXX function, right? So it's simple. You have the table, you have the expression. It will go row by row. Iteration will be there, and it will get you the maximum value. I think previously I said one over there, so please ignore that and apologize for the same. But what do you need? Now I want MAXX function, right? So that's why if you see the return over there, you get the maximum of the table that you have that is coming from the variable summarize. So the maximum value would be 4, right? And let's add this to our table. Let us add this one, and I go there, and here you go. Now here is the answer. That's what we were looking for. I hope that now you're in a position to solve these questions. These the answers will be there at the description as well, and it will be in the comment section as well. So do go and check if your answer is matching with my answer or not. This is Ritesh signing off from Dancing with Data, क्योंकि डेटा ही दाता है क्या तुमको सब कुछ आता है